Hey everybody, this is Ray Renati. Ray Renati, your girl Ray Ray, and this is Wave Radio. And this is my green room. Some quick business. I'm directing a play called Raptured by Neva Hutchinson. It's opening on October 26th and closing on November 3rd at the Phoenix Theater in San Francisco. Come out and see it. Get your tickets at the Phoenix Theater website or on brown paper tickets. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
When you're weary, feeling small.
Hey folks, how you doing? You've made it. You found the green room on Green Room Radio, and this is your host Ray Renati, or your girl Ray Ray. It's up to you. Call me whatever you want. I don't care. I'm flexible. You can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you can call me John. Remember that guy? If you're old, you remember him. If you're not old, you have no idea why I said that. I had a great time talking to this guest. His name is Mugzy Brady. He's a hot let me say that again. A hot hip-hop artist down from Sydney, Australia, down under, Kangaroo Land. He raps, hip-hops. Are those the same? I don't know. I'm old. I love it, though. I listen to his music. It's on the Facebook. Really good stuff. He got his inspiration from Eminem when he was a young dude. You know, if you want to see his website, he actually uses Facebook for his website. All you have to do is go to facebook.com / official Mugzy. That's official Mugzy, Mugzy. Click on band profile, and you can hear a whole bunch of his music right there on the Facebook. Wow, I didn't know you could do that. He's also all over all kinds of other places on the various internets. He's on Twitter, he's on YouTube, Instagram. He's on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, etc., etc. You can get all that from his Facebook page, Official Mugzy. Official Mugzy. We had a great conversation, a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy it, yo! That's my hip-hop. That's me trying to be hip-hop. Yo, 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 yo! Be digging this old conversation we had, yo! All right. Enough of that! On with the show.
Yeah, like even if you want to ask me the cliches, man, you know about Australia and I don't know what's the cliches. I've always heard, do you ride kangaroos to work? I'll be like, nah, man, we don't. So, yeah, so just ask me whatever you feel like.
Do you know
man.
Crocodile Dundee? And stuff like that.
Yeah, I get that all the time. Like my dad, man, scolded me like you know, like when I visited him, he tried to scold me the other day because. Paul Hogan was one of the ones before he was famous, built, you know, the Harbour Bridge was like a part of it. And they had something on the news about, you know, celebrating Paul Hogan and doing the Harbour Bridge and like labeling it something to do with him. And I said, what does Paul Hogan have to do with it? And he's like, just get out, honestly. And I was like, no, seriously, what happened? And he's like, he was the one that helped build like the Harbour Bridge, and I said, "Oh crap, I didn't know that." Like, damn, like bad Australian much, you know.
So Paul Hogan was a construction guy, or he designed it?
Yeah, he was a construction guy. So like before he was like the World Crocodile Dundee and acting, he would do these little construction jobs and stuff, whatever he could to fund his career. And hey, then however Crocodile Dundee happened, I don't know the story, but they made a TV show about him, about his origins and stuff over here a few months back, and we got to get an intake of his little past life before he was superstar. Yeah.
I think I remember reading that he was in construction. Well, that explains the tan and the rippled muscles. At least when he was younger, I guess in his 40s when he first got famous.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's, I've lived here my whole life, so I don't know if I sound too much like him or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. It's still got it. Like, still got the gritty nasaliness in the voice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Muggsy, tell me about what you do.
Yeah, man. So I'm 27. I started hip hop music when I was like 14. Yeah, about late 14, early 15. And that was the early thousands era, man. And I remember just being as a teenager, just so like you know consumed by wanting to be like a part of the culture. I remember looking at these guys like Eminem, obviously being cliche, being a white boy and stuff.
Yeah.
But 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, and I still reckon to this day it was like one of the best eras for the marketing. And just I remember being in movies, BET, VH1, clothes, fashion. It was just everywhere. And before I came into hip hop, man, I didn't really have an identity. So I guess I used to get picked and bullied on a lot, which it was a bad time for my family, man, because it was sort of as a teenager, and I can see it in them now, like when they go through a depression sort of stage, they can't really see into the future of this is going to be a better step. Things are going to get better. They kind of think in the now, and that's why it causes like suicidal thoughts and stuff. So yeah, I was just like, why not just switch myself off? And then that's when I got into the whole like hip hop kind of field. Like I remember just obviously listening to these guys, and I just thought, like, let me try and do the whole rhyming thing. But at first, I guess you could say I did the corny route. I tried to follow what Eminem did with that whole twisted mindset sort of lyrics. But then when I started researching more about where the culture came from, and these pioneer guys saying like you got to find your own identity. You can't really follow in someone else's footstep. It looks frowned upon in it. Then I started writing about my story, which was like depression and why I wanted to make it in the culture, and like just from day one, man, till now, I've done incredible things. Led me onto acting work, youth work, and people that I thought I'd never meet, and it's been one hell of a journey, man. So that's kind of like my little origin story.
So hip hop saved you and put you on the
man.
road that you feel like you're yourself in. Then sounds like.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah, basically, man, it's carved me kind of into the person I am today, which is crazy because I thought it was just my little world, but majority of the people that see me now, like, know, like, even if they don't know my music, they know I'm associated with it somehow. They just like, maybe it's a buzz going around, or who knows, because when I just go to the shops, get like a bottle of milk or something, or, like a can of coffee, they're just like, yeah, that's the hip hop dude right there. And I'm just like, but I always get the young teenagers now saying, like, have you checked out, I don't know, 6ix9ine or Lil Pump or something? I'm like, nah, put in a Rakim album, put in a Wu-Tang album. I don't listen to that. So it's like you still have the generation difference, but it's all good, man. It's all good.
So
Yeah.
so Eminem was a big influence on you 10, 12, 13, 14 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I still reckon to this day, man. Like his best album was the Marshall Mathers LP one. Obviously, he's more matured now as an artist, but I feel that I wouldn't say he's had his time, but I mean when I see him do the rap thing on Trump, and I'm not much of a political guy, man, but I'm just saying like the Trump thing, and then songs with like Ed Sheeran like rapping about a girl that's left him or something. It's, I don't know. I came from the era of like Eminem being like slitting your wife's throat and chucking her in the back of the boot, and real twisted lyrics, and now it's like rapping about some girl leaving you. It's just it's corny.
I
man.
agree.
Like,
I loved
yeah.
his old stuff. I used to listen to it all the time because you could tell it was just what was inside of him, his own story and his own pain and his own life in the music.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
could, every time you heard him sing it, it was just, damn, this is good. I mean,
Yeah, like,
he was damn good back then.
yeah, like he had some inspirational songs too back then, like Lose Yourself the Way I Am, or that Clean Out My Clothes. But they had this exactly what he said, this raw like grittiness, like this persona of him, of just like, damn, this is just so raw, and like now when he's trying to do the the meaningful kind of like songs, it doesn't really hit the factors anymore because I don't know, maybe I can't put my finger on it, man, but something's just different. Like he's not really the M that we really knew anymore. Maybe he's more matured and he can't really do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's in his 40s now or something. But like, I don't know. I think you've got maybe go to acting or something. You got enough money, man. It's just we're not going to get the same M, man. I don't know.
I don't know. It seems to happen to a lot of artists, like I think of Eddie Murphy, the same thing. I mean, at the beginning, he was so raw and hilarious. You know who Eddie Murphy is, right? The comedy,
Oh,
yeah, and, of course. and now whatever he does, he seems like he's just phoning it in, and what he's capable of, but he just for some reason he just doesn't want to do it, and
Yeah,
it's disappointing.
I think with Eddie, man, like especially the comedy field, it's so touchy now compared to what it was. Like it's just like, yeah, it's so sugar coated down that I feel that comedy's like a bit stale now, man. Like I remember I could flick on a movie. Well, I was born in '91, but I'm still talking about like I could flick on the '80s movies and '90s movies and stuff, and like the comedy is just pure gold. And then like now I flick on a comedy movie or go to the cinemas and watch it, and all it is, there's two categories. There's one, it'll be just like grandma jokes or like sex jokes, man, and it's like there's no wide range with some of these comedians, and I just feel that the market for it is lacking, man. It's so stale. I like comedy where it's kind of it's unexpected. It's not like a pie in the face kind of thing. It's where it's like for example, there was a scene in that new Dumb and Dumber movie with the Dumb and Dumber 2, and Jim Carrey's on the phone to I think like his future daughter or something, and he's losing reception, and he's like, "Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?" And then like next minute flicks to he's saying he's like way up in this tree, like right up in the sky, and I was just like, that is just so random, like that it just works. And yeah, I love that really unexpected comedy that just doesn't make any sense.
Jim Carrey, Steve Martin, those guys, they're the masters at that stuff, the modern day masters.
100%. Yeah, loved every minute of them.
Yeah. And a lot of and they learned a lot from old dudes like Jack Benny, Milton Berle, these guys from the 30s and 40s. I mean, the vaudevillian guys. They're really in that tradition, and I love it.
Yeah, and you see that time, man, like of those dudes, and it's so like they will never get away with stuff like that now. Like that is just the stuff they were like the comedy about was just like it's a different world, man.
It is.
Yeah, but I don't know, better for the good, who knows? But I just hope that with hip hop for me, like instead of the comedy for me, with hip hop for me, I hope it comes back to the days of like the Rakims and the DMXs and the Nas's, man. I'm sick of seeing the 6ix9ines and stuff on the TV, man. It's corny.
Yeah. I don't really know a lot about the newer hip hop, and I think it's because, like you say, I kind of lost interest when people started singing about stuff that I didn't feel that it was coming from their heart anymore.
Yeah.
And they were just trying to be clever, and clever doesn't really interest me in the long run. I want to see. With hip hop, I want to see through a person. I want to see what's going on inside.
Yeah, like that's interesting you say that, man. I was thinking of that the other night. Like, I feel that either, now it's like the music's too dry, which is like either the mumble rap thing or whatever. There's not much stability in it. It's like substance, or they try and be very vocabulary like rhyming, but like at the end of the 4-minute song, you think, what did you just preach or what did you just tell? Because they use all these metaphors and big dictionary words and stuff, and it's kind of like, well, keep it cool, but keep it simple. Like, for example, like how Biggie did it, where it's like it's all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper, Heavy D up in the limousine. Like that is painting a pitch like that's simple, but it's still cool, and it's like it's painting a picture into like his life compared to like Stratosaurus, enormous. Like, and it's like these big words, and at the end of the song, you're just thinking, what are you talking about, man? Like, I didn't even understand one word of that, So yeah, I don't know. I'm still preaching again, man. But like, I just
It's
wish it was
okay.
back in my time. Yeah,
Preach away.
yeah,
Now, what about your acting? What have you done with acting? You said
yeah.
you've done
That
some
was
acting?
Yeah, that was crazy, man. So from 14 to 2013, I was just doing music, nonstop, whether it be writing, recording, and performing. And music was coming a bit stale. Like I loved it, but I just didn't want to jump into the same loop of just doing this nonstop. I wanted to see if there was another form of entertainment out there, and I just thought, why not give acting a try? And I never studied it, never trained in it and stuff. And I remember I started with like little commercials at first, where it'd be like a little extra in the background, and then later on, I use a site called Star Now. It's kind of like I'm not sure if it's over there in America, man, but over here in Australia, it's like where a lot of actors find their acting work, and made a profile just, like apply to as many positions as possible. And a lot of directors and stuff like my pictures, and they started getting back to me and started giving me roles in these independent films, and extras in these films. And so far I've done 71 parts, man, whether it be acting, extras, or featured roles, man. And I think a lot of the ones that have studied in it or trained in it get a bit annoyed, because it's like, they when I get a script, it's like, yeah, Mugzy, read the script. I read the script, come down the next day, just wing it basically, whether it be, I don't know, like whatever the random character will be, and I'll be in a line with, these ones that try and do it so professionally, like, oh, how do you like this intake, or how do you like this? I'm like, we're not feeling that, Mugzy. How do you go? I'm like, oh yeah, in this stream, they're like, we like it, because it's so casual, it's so plain Jane that,
Yeah.
yeah. I've had some roles, man, where like I give a credit to the professionals, man. Like that, I've had roles where I'd either have to be like a murderer, or like I think my hardest one was an abusive boyfriend. I remember that was pretty hard to do, like get on top of the girl and start, wailing into her. Yeah, so then that's where I can see where they get the training from, man, because when he told me the role, when I was there, he didn't tell me on the Star Now thing. He just said, come down, we'll give you a shot and stuff. And I said, all right, cool, go down there, full tell me the role. I'm like, damn, man, like, not really that prepared for this, but why not? If it's a step closer to my career, why not, So acting's fun, man. Acting's a whole lot of fun, but my fans need new music, man, because they're just, like it's been too long, man. 2013 till now, like, it's just been, non-stop acting. So I'm kind of like the Australian Mark Wahlberg in a way, man. Yeah.
Are you? Were you in Quite Frankly? Is that you?
Yeah, probably like the Australian version, man. It's like I'm Mugzy Muggs, and then like I'm now like the new, like the new actor or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So, and you work with kids too? Would you say you work with youth?
Yeah, teenagers, man. So I work for a company called Mad Musicians Making a Difference. So when I was starting off in my, like my little rap journey, I remember I had this rough demo, and their office is about 30-minute drive from me, and I was still in high school at the time, and I remember catching a bus just into the little town where they're located, and I walked past, and they had all these hip hop posters and graffiti, like portraits and stuff on their office walls, and I thought it was an indie record label at first. And I walked in, and I said, I'm trying to start a career. Can you, check out my stuff? And they said, we're a youth organization, but we deal with a lot of hip hop programs, whether it be writing or performing and that sort of stuff. And so I did a few programs with them, like learning how to record better in a studio and more skills with performing on the mic. And when I got more older, they saw what I was doing in my solo career. They said, Muggsy, why don't you just come on board and be like a volunteer mentor at first, and then later on a position and stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of like the OG in a sense, man, because I come in now and like the Obi-Wan Kenobi, because I come in and it's sort of I grew up when they were first starting out to what they are now. That I'm sort of like, yeah, when I come in, I was like, I saw you guys from day one, and now you are onto bigger and better things. So yeah, we kind of help teenagers who either have depression, drug abuse, homeless and stuff, and if they, and we sort of have these, I guess you could say, programs or classes to, sort of get them out of that hurdle, man, and like try and make a difference in their life, which is like, if they, we sort of, like, we also have, camps where it's like hip hop based, where they spend like 3 days or 4 days down at like this sort of like remote area, and they do like a lot of basketball, hip hop programs, or graffiti and DJing and all that, and everything's paid for and stuff. And yeah, we do like a lot of stuff now, man. It's pretty
Well, that's
rewarding.
good. That's good. And
Yeah.
that you're doing that. I'm looking at their website here. It seems like they're doing a lot of good stuff. And it's
Yeah, yeah.
it's all music related. Is that right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're involved with Sony and stuff now to do
Mhm.
some of their mentoring programs, and they've had like little celeb guests come in. Like I think Kelly Rowland was like one of them that came in recently or something, and I wasn't there for that one, man. But yeah, like, I wasn't mad about it. I like Kelly, but if it was Alicia Keys, I would have been pretty pissed off. Like that I didn't get caught in, because she's like my favorite singer, man. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. She's
Mm.
great. And do you have a website people can go to or something where we can hear some of your music or?
Yeah, my number one platform I use, man, is Mugzy on Facebook. So
Okay.
you could just pin Mugzy, Mugzy. It's got my band profile, YouTube, Twitter, like literally everything attached into the one place. Saves you searching it individually, and yeah, it keeps you up to updates with interviews and like the new album and everything, man. So Mugzy on Facebook, that's where
Great.
you can find me at.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now. I just plugged in Mugzy, and there's your Facebook page. Yeah, great.
But yeah, first one to come up, man. So I'm pretty happy about that, because that
Yeah.
had been a technical difficulty with Facebook trying to like get rid of my name and put it up. I think someone else took the Mugzy name, and I was trying to search who it was, and it was like some cafe that wasn't active for like 4 years or something. I was like, damn, man, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you got some cool pictures here with. I won't even say who with.
yes.
Cool.
It was a shame, man, that she didn't remember me, because like last, like the one that we're referring to on this interview, last year,
Yeah.
I met her, and she's like, "What's your name?" And I said Mugzy, and she's like, "I work with a Mugzy in Las Vegas, but he wasn't as cute as you." And I was like, "Oh, that's nice."
Well, that's
and
good.
then like next year, I said, "Yeah, I met you last year." She didn't remember who I was. I was like, "Oh, damn, cut straight to the heart." You know?
Yeah. No. Well, they meet so many people they forget. Except I heard Muhammad Ali never forgot a face, never forgot a name.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
know.
What's every fan or something, or like every like number one that he would have a confrontation with, like he would just remember in the next time they met or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you Chuck Norris? You know Chuck Norris? You had a.
Yeah, I got to meet him, man. Which was pretty cool. Like at one of the cons down here, we have like a little small Comic Con sort of thing, and I go once a year to like wind down and get away from music for a bit. I
Yeah.
gotta have that pop culture geek side to me in a sense, man. And
Cool.
yeah, like I got to meet Chuck Norris, and I walked in and he looked at the camera guy and he said, "Man, this dude has more swag than me." And I was just like, "Oh, that's
Right on.
I was like, that's pretty dope coming from Chuck Norris, So,
That's right. Yeah. Well, I think we should probably wrap up. It's been really good talking to you. I will put your links and stuff in the notes. Your Facebook page and a link to the what's it called? Musicians Making a Difference. This is great stuff. Wow.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely, man. And yeah, thanks so much for doing the interview, man. It was a lot of fun and a lot of laughs, man. I definitely keep in touch, and you have another supporter and fan here in Australia, man. So
Thanks,
yeah,
Mugzy.
can't be too wrong about that, man. So another Crocodile Dundee, Hugh Jackman's
and we can definitely hear some of your music if we go to your Facebook page.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So you just type in Mugzy MUGZY, scroll down to where it says band profile on the left. I think it's your guy's right, and it literally comes up. Everything comes up.
Oh, well, listen to that. There you are, right there.
Easy,
That was
man.
quick. Oh, this is cool. I did not know you could do this in Facebook. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of like the little MySpace days, man, when you have your own little band profile and stuff. But,
Yeah.
that's it, man, for sure. And it's kind of
Excellent.
got your little updates, your pictures, and there's business stuff, where it's you can sell stuff on there. So I got to get everything more up to date, man. But yeah, I'm just I'm slacking a bit. I've got too many opportunities coming up.
Good. Well, good for you.
Cheers, man.
Well, thanks a lot for taking some time. Appreciate it.
Most definitely, man. It's probably night time for you guys over there. So yeah, man. Definitely have some sleep and enjoy the next of your day, which is my day today.
All right, that was fun. I think that's the first interview I've ever done with a hip-hop artist, Mugzy Brady. Very interesting young man. Very interesting young man. I'm going to close out today's episode with his track, My Journey. I really love this song. Check it out. Very good hip-hop, rap, music. Not music. Music! Of course it's music. Not Muzak. Muzak's what you hear in the elevator. All right, this is My Journey from Mugzy Brady. Thanks so much for listening. And until next week, be good to each other. And I will see you on the boards. Good night, everybody.
When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. Misery is how it started, no scenery or harvest. I always shed a tear of heartless. Pain became my darkness, hit me when I was 15. Had no future, had no dream, until everyone pushed me in between. Then hip-hop, yeah, was my scene. I found something to find myself, to get me out of this live in hell. I got back up, come on, when I fell, and said the truth on what I had to tell. A new man with discipline, when the culture had witnessed my sin, I felt that I had to shine within, show the world that I was ready to begin. Almost about to be given in, until hip-hop gave me a new beginning. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. Dropped down rhymes but needed material, started writing songs and hit the studio. Shalom City was so surreal, felt like a proposition on what they feel. Over a 2-year period I made Ride or Die. When it came out I thought the gangster style was my life. Now looking back I'm ashamed, should've thought twice. Just want to live like the odds in my mind. Guess it made me walk more around like a joke. Even when I got that fake respect I lied, kill my hopes. Time to go back to the raps and suicide notes. I want to learn again and I couldn't cope in an atmosphere full of pain, while I was trying to make a difference in my place. Seemed like a disgrace, people trying to kill my faith, all because I don't appeal to your taste. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. But no, after all, hip-hop had as a follower, I believe that as times get older, we roll as one, all together. Nothing will ever separate us, never. Started to become a smarter MC. Quit hiding cause the pain in my words set me free. And I became stronger, no one could touch me. As I was building the name, Mugzy. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy. When I started to rap and I was on this journey, every day I feel like I was learning. You made me feel like my future was burning, but I'm here right now, yeah, I'm worthy.